Hey everybody, Sean and Allison here from Spoken Garden.
Hi you guys, happy Thursday. It's day 66 of the Quarantine Gardeners, and that's Sean and I.
That's us.
And we're out in our yard. If you've been following along with us in the series so far, thank you so much for being here. If you're new to our series, we would love for you to subscribe down below so you can follow along with our daily videos.
And guys, you see that bell right there by the subscribe button? Hit that bell so then you get notified when our new videos come out. So guys, today we wanted to talk to you about some climbing plants and some spreading plants that we notice around our yard because it's spring and everything's growing. And so we wanted to show you some examples of some plants that actually climb and some that spread and some that do both.
We have quite a variety, we realized, around our yard, and we want to show you not only what they are, but how they could be used in your landscape.
So guys, here we have what's known as a spreading plant. This is a strawberry plant. And this grows, you can see.
I mean,
really
you guys
well.
look at this. This thing is taking over our raised bed garden area.
Yeah, so it started out here, right by the fire pit, and it started out about 3 plants from my mom. Actually, she gave them to us as just a nice present for the house.
Which we were super excited. We love strawberries. We don't usually get to eat that many because the critters get to them first.
Yeah, squirrels and raccoons and rabbits, oh my.
But that's okay.
But yeah, it's fine. Guys, you can see this spreads really well, and it spreads by runners.
So you can see it's actually creeping into our fire pit area.
So guys, as we're looking here, you can see the strawberry goes around and through our fence of our raised garden area, but what happens is it does not and will not grow up and climb up this fence. This is a good example of a plant that spreads but doesn't climb. Let's go over to the other side of our path over here, and we're going to show you what's called creeping Jenny. We have it in our pot right here, and it's trailing out of it. It's falling over and spilling over.
But as you can see, it is spreading everywhere. Yeah. And there's more creeping Jenny.
Look at that, guys. Isn't that cool?
It's pretty, but we'll probably end up taking this out because it's kind of random.
But creeping Jenny, another spreader, but not a climber.
Next is our first climbing plant, which we love. It's our Clematis.
Look at this, you guys. Isn't that beautiful? And it's already starting to bloom. Woohoo! Beautiful.
Oh, it's so beautiful. We love it.
So this is Clematis.
Our goal is for it to eventually grow big enough to drape over the arbor.
But here's a plant that definitely climbs. It will spread a little bit, but it likes to climb, more so than spread. So something to keep in mind if you're looking for a plant to use to climb up on an arbor or a wall or a fence or anything else, Clematis might be a good choice.
And a landscape use for Clematis would be if it's thick enough and it's an old enough plant, it could provide some privacy.
It'll get solid leaf coverage on whatever you grow it on, and it will be a nice screen, a nice natural screen to have to give you that privacy.
Here is a great example of a spreading plant that's also a ground cover, and this is called Ajuga. So we love this. This is actually all over our yard in different sections, and it's kind of at the end of its flowering cycle. But if you're not familiar with Ajuga, it blooms in these beautiful spikes of bluish purple color, and they attract all kinds of bees and butterflies, so really pollinator friendly.
Now guys, this plant will control weeds to a point, and so it's great for spreading over a large area over time, and you can definitely use this. It's not that invasive, it's not hard to control at all. It grows more slowly than, say, the creeping Jenny or even the strawberry plants, but it's still a great ground cover, and it adds a lot of character and color to your garden. Next up, after the Ajuga here, is Vinca. And now this is also called periwinkle, and it's a beautiful plant. So this is a spreader mostly, but it will climb a little bit. If you look right over here, you can see that it's starting to come up here, and it's starting to go up the wall and in between some of our siding of our house. Now, you have to control it, you have to cut it back, and this usually takes probably 2 or 3 times a year to really get it under control. You can see that it's actually growing a little bit further out than we would like on our pathway here. And what we would do is we would cut it back maybe to about here, all the way up the path. And so it takes a little time, takes some maintenance, but it's beautiful. You can see the greenery. It's evergreen and it's beautiful. Has really bright purple flowers. Sometimes it flowers twice a year too, so something to consider.
So over here we have what I consider kind of a mess. You might have this in your area. This is ivy. It actually is completely covering a beautiful old golden chain tree, as you can see up there.
So ivy, you guys, is a climber and a spreader. It does both, and it grows very, very fast.
And it will choke out plants and trees in order to thrive, and that's not a good thing. Some people like ivy and plant it willingly, but we would recommend not planting ivy unless you plan on really keeping an eye on it and controlling it. It's gonna take a lot of maintenance.
So guys, lastly is morning glory. Now you might have heard of this before, but morning glory, or also known as bindweed, this spreads and it climbs. And it's an equal opportunity plant in that case. You can see here it's growing in with the ivy. It's trying to grow over the ivy. They're actually in competition in this area, but the morning glory will take over a certain area fairly fast. It is beautiful. It has the heart-shaped leaves that Allison does like to see.
I do like the heart-shaped leaves, and you can see the difference between the ivy and the heart shape. That helps you.
So something to consider if you want something that grows fast and has these nice leaves. It also has a beautiful white flower, but again, it's very invasive, at least in our area, and we want to pull most, if not all of this out. But definitely a good climber and spreader.
So did you have a favorite on our short tour? Do you prefer climbers or spreaders?
So guys, let us know down below in the comments section if you like climbers or spreaders, and if you have any of these or other types of plants that do this in your yard. And that's it for today, you guys. So make sure to hit that thumbs up button. Let us know we're doing a good job. Also, hit that subscribe button so you get updates on all our newest videos.
And we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. We hope you have a great day ahead, and we'll be back tomorrow on day 67. It'll be Friday.
Friday!
Friday! So have a great day, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.